All right, guys, how's it going? Now, this video is going to be about Liverpool Football Club potentially being up for sale. It's opinion. It's important. It's not news. So if you've come here, you're trying to, knock one out over Liverpool potentially being sold, you probably don't want to watch this video. It's for the grown-ups, the people that are around here on a regular basis. We're going to be talking about just some commentary from Rich, one of our VIP members. We'll get to that in a moment. Before I proceed, I can't do a live stream this afternoon at 2 o'clock. I said I would do one. I can't do one this afternoon. Something's come up. But I will be here at 7 o'clock this evening, UK time, if you want to come along for an answer, maybe to discuss this or anything else that we are discussing today. So I think it's important to occasionally touch on key subjects surrounding the club, right? And one of those, of course, is the future of the club. Could the club be sold? Are FSG looking to sell, actively, try and sell the club, etc., etc., etc. Now, if you're a regular around these parts, you will have heard me talk about Rich T71. He's one of our VIP members. There's the members website behind me. I always tell you to look out for his commentary regarding business, investment, potential club sales. Very knowledgeable person. He's my go-to. I listen to him. I've met him personally. He's a great person. And he has a good understanding of all of this stuff that's going on or does go on, not just surrounding football, but business in general. And he does have links to royalty, if you like, in the Middle East, So this is your man to listen to. Now, if you're not on the members website, Rich often comments on the videos on here. Possibly on this one, look in the comment section, not immediately after the video has gone live, but give it a chance, and I'm sure Rich will contribute. And when Rich speaks, I listen. And I know some of you, or many of you, are not VIP members. So here I am trying to share a bit of, this insight with you, if you are not on the members website. So on the members website, we have a section called the Executive Lounge, and in the Executive Lounge, we have an ongoing debate about the ownership surrounding the club. LFC for sale and dynasty rumours is the title of that thread if you want to go and read it for yourself. So there was a conversation going on there yesterday, and this is a key bit, a little reminder that I want to give to you about my own personal feelings. My opinions change, frequently. We're allowed to do it. It's football, right? So what I say today, I might have a different opinion tomorrow because things are changing all the time in football. Now, my own personal thoughts, and I've had these thoughts for a while, is that the club is for sale, right? All the LFC clique of journalists want you to believe that's not the case, right? And that they're not actively looking to sell the club, which might be true. That bit might be true. They might not be actively looking to sell the club, right? I'm not actively looking to sell my house, but if you knock on my front door and say, I really want your house, what would you take for it? I'm going to say, well, my house isn't for sale. But just as a matter of interest, what would you give me? But I'm not actively looking to sell the house. I'm quite happy plodding on as I am, right? Now, what changed for me was when Liverpool got this investment with Dynasty. Is it Dynasty Equity? I suppose I should Google it. Dynasty Equity. Okay, yes. Now, Dynasty Equity is it's an extremely important association with the way things have been happening between Dynasty Equity and FSG and Liverpool Football Club, whichever way you want to look at it, right? Right? So, in the last few weeks or few months, I told you to keep an eye on this guy. Listen out for this guy cropping up all over. Don Cornwell, okay? I literally listen to everything he says, every interview he does, every podcast he does. I'm getting a lot of knowledge regarding this person, and there's reasons why I'm tracking what he's saying. It's to do with he's trying to forge better relationships and partnerships in the Middle East. Okay, not just to do with our investment, but the whole Dynasty Equity situation, right? So that was information that was provided to me a few months ago. I've mentioned it before in my videos. Don Cornwell is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Dynasty Equity. He is someone that I'm just listening to all the time, and this is why I form the opinions I do. Now, if you remember, when Dynasty Equity got involved, I flagged up this one to you, okay? David Ginseng here, right? The senior advisor to Dynasty Equity. And he is the vice chairman of Fenway Sports Group, okay? The holding company that owns the Boston Red Sox, New England Sports Network, Liverpool Football Club, blah, blah, blah. He's also vice chairman of Liverpool Football Club, according to this. But when Dynasty Equity got involved with Liverpool Football Club, that to me was like, hang on a minute. I know that Ginsberg, did I say Ginseng? Ginsberg. The screen's the other way around when I'm looking at it. So, he's an advisor for FSG going to this investment company to invest in what we're doing with Liverpool Football Club, etc., and our organisation as a whole. So therefore, he knows what their plans are, right? He knows what their plans, what their intentions are. Now, Dynasty Equity, they invest to make money, obviously, right? And this is what we're going to talk about. It's not the first time we spoke about it. We're going to talk about that in Rich's latest comments regarding this, right? So to me, when Dynasty Equity came in, I was like, oh, hang on a fucking minute. They know something here, right? They know something here. They've got the intel of the senior advisor that just so happens to be the vice chairman of FSG, all right? So Dynasty Equity know what the plan is, okay? Now, going back to the commentary on the members' website from Rich, page 3, I believe, and this is his latest comments. He was responding to Tor. I won't read out his contribution, but I will read what Rich says. And he said as follows: I think there's plenty of evidence that TV deals in Europe and commercial deals have flatlined. However, it's also about Redbird Capital and Dynasty, their investments, Dynasty's investments, who are looking for a payday for their investors. Unless they are getting a yearly return, which they're not, then they usually look at 3 to 5 years to give a significant return. They will get such on the exit, right? So that's when FSG sell. If we are sold for the figures being circulated of £5 billion, then it's more than likely a Gulf state will acquire us, right? So I'm making a video based purely, one, to give you a reminder of my own feelings about this, why I have them regarding Dynasty Equity, the association of Dynasty Equity to their advisor that happens to be, the vice chairman or whatever of Fenway Sports Group. And the fact that Rich has chimed in again with this is important stuff from Rich. So some of you that, maybe it's not, but to my regulars around here and people that are here with a bit of realism, do you know what I mean? They're not looking for sensational headlines or clickbait and shit like that. I think it's important to them, and I think they will appreciate just relaying what Rich is saying there, and he's also backing up my views. And trust me, he is a far more educated person when it comes to business and football, and finance and investments and what the people in that region may be willing to do or not do. He's your man. I am not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got a clue about any of that stuff. I'm just a football fan, you know what I mean? I've got my own finances out in order, so I certainly aren't in a position to talk about the people that are extremely switched on when it comes to money and investments, but Rich is. And I value what he has to say. So Rich is basically going along the same, the same mantra that I've been going on, that, he agrees with me. I think we've mentioned that in previous videos. He agrees with me that Dynasty Equity here, and he's talking about Redbird as well, but Dynasty, for me, that was the key one. That to me says they're planning to go. Do you know what I mean? Now you might say, when? The thing is, if you say soon, in business, soon in business is different to soon at your level and my level. If I say I'm going to sell my house soon, you probably think, well, you must be looking to put it on the market in a few months or something like that. But I think with business, soon can be 3, 4, 5 years. Do you know what I mean? So again, this is more like opinion, this video. There's no real news here. I'm not trying to make out there's news here, I think that the FSG are planning to sell Liverpool Football Club. I really do. And I think that's been the plan all along. And I also think that that link up with Dynasty is the key to that. I think that's that's the confirmation for me, you know. I wouldn't be surprised, and I remember saying this maybe at the time when Dynasty came in, that if they did another deal like that, another small deal like that, you know, put a few of those little deals together, because it raises, you know, significant wonder and gets back what they invested into the club. But they're going to walk away with a lot of money. And the only time these companies like Dynasty make any money is when the club is sold. So why did they invest? They're not going to make the money unless the club sells. And these companies, they don't want to be in it for decades, right? So they've gone in on the knowledge of what Ginsberg, I think his name is, the vice chairman of FSG, has said to them, where he's the advisor on the, you know, for that company, advising about his own company to them. You wouldn't hesitate to get involved, would you? So they obviously know what's going to happen. So I think they'll be off. And I think that we will see. I know we see all the time various speculation. You know, Qatar's going to do this, Dubai's going to do that. And I know many of you really want it to happen. And you want it to happen so much that you believe everything that comes your way. I don't believe any of the stuff that's circulating at the moment. But going back to that, what was his name? Cornwell, was it? The first chap that I showed you. See if I can find it for you. There we are. K. Don Cornwell. I want you to listen out for him if you see his name anywhere. You can go on Google and search his name, K. Don Cornwell. Just put Dynasty after it or something like that. Set up a news alert. Listen to the podcast he's on. I've been listening to this guy talk on podcasts for a few months now, right, about what this investment company do, right? And it's verifying everything that I'm thinking and people like Rich are saying, right? So they're currently trying to expand and build stronger relationships in the Middle East right now, right? And I think that they know the plan that FSG are doing, and I think they're going to make their money soon. But soon in a business sense might be a long time to us. And I'm sorry if it's not an exciting video. It's not supposed to be. We're just sticking with the facts around here. All right, guys, I don't know if you find it of any interest or not. I don't know. Maybe you've heard it all before because I spoke about similar things. And you will hear it again, because if Rich says anything else of interest in the coming weeks, I will let you know again. And you've got to remember, if you have heard all this before, there might be new people here that don't know what we've discussed before. So we have to kind of give a bit of background and lay the foundations to that, okay? So I'll keep an eye on things for you. My opinion is still that FSG will sell, and I think that they've got an idea in their mind of what they're planning to do. All right? I will leave that with you. If you've got an opinion, let me know in the comment section. You don't have to agree with me. We're all, you know, grown-ups around. Well, the majority of us are. We'll get a few casual people will have found this video probably. But yeah, you know, the opinions are what make this community very special. We'll keep an eye on things. All right, guys? If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. All right? And drop me a comment. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you can buy me a coffee by hitting that love heart button under the video. There are other ways of supporting the channel and my efforts here, which are listed in the video description. Jump on the newsletter as well. It's completely free to sign up. We've got the chat room. We've got all the social. We've got everything in the video description. And it's updated on a frequent basis. All right, guys? Okay, I'll leave it with you. Don't forget, live stream tonight at 7 o'clock UK.